This fucking book. So it's a $5 book. It is Jonathan Hickman, which makes you think that it's kind of like that essential story. I don't think it was essential. I thought Storm was fine, and even if she is gonna die, spoiler alert, since on Chillmonger we spoil comic books. It turns out the Children of the Vault gave Storm a machine virus that's gonna kill her in the next 30 days. We ought to talk. Okay, well, the machine virus that kills her in 30 days, so what? Mutants can be resurrected. The stakes of it are out there. Everyone's saying, my friend Professor Bill from Comic Book University is someone who also says the deaths, okay, they're not supposed to make you feel sad that they're dead. They're more of a man, I don't want to misquote someone. I shouldn't have even said his name. Let's just say people say that the deaths, shock factor, and all that, that's not what the deaths are for. It's for other reasons. It's the story. If the book ends with a full page spread mentioning that Storm dies, then they are doing the shock value thing. It's not landing every time. Even when Quentin Quire gets beheaded, it did not land. They brought him back without even mentioning that they brought him back because they know I know. I don't care. That's not even what I'm mad at. I'm mostly mad at the fact that no one talks during the whole book. When I read the solicits, it's like we got these superstar artists to come in here and do their thing, and I was like, yeah, that sounds really cool. But then now I realize, oh, that's what they were talking about. They meant that no one's actually gonna talk. You're gonna have to watch to kind of understand what's going on. As cool as it is to see a butterfly winged elephant, and that's cool. And the art was great. Russel Dauterman, I liked you before, I like you still. I disagree with the decision to pull this off. If you're gonna do 3 pages of just artwork while something's happening, like there's great pages where there's no words being said. Specifically in Infinity, when Thor got that hammer back and it went through the dude and it went through his. You remember he wrapped it around the sun and came back. I don't think there was a word on that page. So Jim Chung, I'm taking a risk, but whoever it was that drew that book, he did a good job there, and the director, whoever wrote that, which might have been Hickman himself, did a good job. If I get like 10 straight panels worth of just artwork, okay, yeah, I can see that they're trying to make me focus on the artwork to understand what's happening and make me appreciate what's going on in these images. Okay, I got you. The whole book though, like the whole middle of the book is pure that? Nah. I didn't even stop to read these translations because I know that the Krakoan language is not essential. Since I'm talking about the end pages, if the last thing we hear, like let's say Storm is falling and collapsing, and the word she says is in the Krakoan language and the book ends, I would prefer that. Because then it's like, I gotta know what happens next. Challenging me to actually reach over to that shelf over there, pick up the House of X, whichever issue had the language in it, and actually, translate what did she say? Oh, but while I'm in the middle of the story, my next action when I saw that page was to flip over. I could, nah, I'm still reading. I'll just keep going, and that's why I didn't stop to transcribe the words. Mostly I hate this because of the writing, because of the lack of writing. I think you're handicapping yourself when you don't need to. It reminds me of that Chris Rock sketch, how a woman said that she could take care of her kids on her own. I don't need no man. Yeah, it could be done. Doesn't mean it's the advised decision. Like, or however he worded it, he was more funnier than I am as I'm saying it. But yes, things can be done. You can do a comic book with just the artwork. Doesn't mean that's what I want. I mean, half the storytelling is in writing, half the storytelling is in art. Don't limit me. Don't restrict me of reading what reading the words inside here, because a lot of this was kind of confusing. I wasn't 100% sure what's going on. No, I wasn't 100% sure what's going on. A couple times they used their powers in this like mystic realm, mystic dimension. Mystic. It was more mental than it was mystic, which explains why Jean Grey and Emma Frost both did like a blast. And I'm like, wait, what? Emma Frost is not no telekinetic. Where are those lines coming from? They're actually coming from her mental abilities. She's a telepath. Let me go through the book one more time. Yeah, it's just confusing garbage. I'm out.